In Brazil, scores of prisoners are dead after a riot involving hundreds of inmates at a jail in the Amazon. Some of those killed were decapitated. Gang-related violence in Brazilian jails is commonplace, but this is the worst riot in more than 2 decades. Making things worse, hundreds of other inmates were able to escape the prison as the violence broke out. Anne Barker reports.
Brazilian television reports showed distraught families screaming outside Manaus jail, desperate for news of inmates inside. The riot broke out late on New Year's Day and raged for much of the night. Rival drug gangs inside took to each other with guns and weapons, apparently smuggled into the jail. Many of those killed had been tortured and several were decapitated. The mother of one prisoner showed reporters a bullet she'd found outside the jail. My son is an inmate there, she says. He means nothing to the police. I want to know how my son is. My son's in there. Police struggled all night to bring the riot under control. By the time they'd restored order, up to 60 people had been killed. Sergio Fontes heads security for the Amazonas state. There were deaths, unfortunately, he says. We have some outside the prison who were thrown from the prison by the inmates themselves. And as the riot began in one cell block, hundreds of prisoners next door made their escape. In a coordinated plot, some distracted the guards while the others fled. As many as 300 prisoners are still on the run. Sergio Fontes believes the riot was planned weeks in advance by one drug gang plotting to wipe out competition from another. Everything indicates the acts were planned over a long period of time, he says. The inmates had established with the administration a promise that everything would run smoothly and there wouldn't be any problems during the holidays. But you can't count on criminals, can you? Brazil's jail system is notoriously corrupt and under-resourced, meaning powerful gangs can effectively wield control. What we've seen today is what we've seen around the country. Gang fights, a larger gang attacking a smaller gang to completely eliminate the competition. The Inicio Jobim jail at Manaus is meant to hold less than 600 prisoners, but before Sunday's riot it housed more than 2,200. Chronic overcrowding and food shortages are rife in Brazilian jails. In such pressurised conditions, gang violence like this is common, though the scale of this riot shows just how broken the prison system is.
Anne Barker reporting.